Now, I'll be honest with you. When I first watched the first two episodes, I thought it was okay. I thought it was watchable. I was intrigued. I thought that the acting was okay. I really like Lee Jung Jae, the one from Squid Games. Throughout the whole series, acting wise, I thought Lee Jung Jae did the best acting. And then, like I said, I tried really hard to like this show. And after episode two, each episode progressively gotten worse, right? Each episode, particularly one episode, which was the origin story of May and Osha with their parents in these like this cult version of these witches who were extremely powerful, might I add. Possibly more powerful than the Jedi, if you want to be real. But that episode was horrible. I believe that was episode four, I want to say. But each episode got weak. And not only did each episode got weak, the characters got even weaker. Lee Jung Jae, Master Soul, it seems like they tried their best to try to write him and kind of be like a version of Qui-Gon, Master Qui-Gon. And it was kind of working, but it just seemed like everything about him, it's like each episode, he got worse. And he was easily manipulated by these twins. I mean, this story, it was all over the place. And the Jedis didn't look intimidating. And the Jedis looked like they lived down the block in some hipsterville area. And I'm so sick of that one character, the actor Charlie Barnett, who played Yord Fandor or Fandar, whatever his name was. I mean that hairstyle that no African American man wears in the real world. That fake Killmonger hairstyle. Stop. He looked ridiculous. He didn't look intimidating as a Jedi. This was the weakest version of Jedis that I've ever seen in any Star Wars movie. The Lego Star Wars. The Lego, the 30 and 40-minute Lego movies that they have on Disney, which I enjoy watching. The Jedis in there are more powerful than the Jedis in this story. I have no idea what this director writer was trying to make out of this. Okay? And then I almost got reeled in. Listen, I almost got reeled in into this belief that maybe it is the Jedis that are bad. And maybe that, this whole taking in these younglings, this grown man wanting to take these women's daughter and take him into his cult of Jedis. I know it sounds weird and it sounds strange, but guess what? This is a fantasy story. It is make-believe. It is sci-fi. It's not real. It's not reality. The story is the Jedis are good and the Sith Lords are bad. That's it. And this lady tried to change that. She tried to change that. That's not what it's about. And then not only did she try to change it, it's like you took away the one thing about Anakin that made him special. He was born with the Force, right? Right? There was a vergence in the Force that created Anakin. That's what makes him special. Now he's no longer special. Now these two twin girls were born through the Force, by two women and to create one who is supposedly getting, fascinated with the Sith Lord, with the dark side, and an other one, I don't know what she wants to do. I don't know if she wants to be a Jedi. I don't know. This story was all over the place. I mean, it was awful. And then they tried to say that this show had the best fighting scenes, lightsaber scenes. I disagree. I'd rather watch the super fast General Grievous fighting Obi-Wan Kenobi than this crap. This was horrible. And then why put the stereotype and have Master Soul flipping and jumping like this crouching tiger hitting dragon, like he's freaking Tony Jaa in The Protector. What was that? It was awful. And might I add, the actress who played Weapon X, the apprentice for Soul, I can't remember her name, but she was an apprentice. She played Jackie Lawn, I believe that's her name, Jackie Lawn. She was awful. How is it that she was so powerful to fight I believe I can't even remember. I think she was fighting the Quamar, or Quamar, however you pronounce his name. I mean, she was a better fighter than Soul. She was a better fighter than the lady who played them in the Matrix. I forgot her name. Indara got killed very easy by one of the twins. I can't even remember which twin it was. And then they put, oh my goodness, the two twin girls who, by the way, didn't look identical at all. Another stereotype. Let's put two lighter brown skinned girls in the movie, make their hair look the same, and they're going to look exactly alike. No, they look different. Totally different. Nothing about them looked alike. And if you people out there think they looked alike, you stop it. Stop it. This show was horrible. It has to be the worst Star Wars project ever written. Ever written. That goes with the novels, with the comic books, with the short stories, with the 15-minute cartoons, the Lego video game, the Lego Star Wars video game that was on the PS2, I think, or the PS3 was better than this crap. This was horrible. This was garbage. Straight up garbage. And listen, everyone, you're entitled to like what you want. There are a group of people who like this. You're entitled to like what you want. This is my opinion. This was bad acting. Okay? No one want to see we don't want to see the sexy Sith Lord, okay? Kimar taking off his clothes and Osha, gazing from the back and looking at him jump into the ocean. That's not what Star Wars is about. Not to mention the butchering of Darth Plagueis. Had him behind a mountain looking like a creep. We don't know who he was staring at. Was he staring at Kimar or was he staring at Osha? Either way, he's a creep. He looked like a weak creep. No, it's no wonder that Palpatine killed him in his sleep. Because he's plain garbage. And now they have to try to rewrite his story and make up for this crap that this lady tried to write. She tried to rewrite and change Star Wars. And it is awful and it is sickening and it's embarrassing. And they need to stop this. They really need to stop this. The acting was horrible. The dialogue was horrible. The Jedis couldn't fight. They died easy. I think the coolest thing to me was to watch the Jabberwocky Jedi fight. That was like the coolest thing. But when forget it, I'm going to throw out spoilers because this is garbage. But when he died in the beginning, they didn't even show how he died. They just showed him sitting in his chair with a dagger in his chest. Really? Because in the episodes after that, they showed a flashback of him fighting, and it don't look like he could just die from a dagger. It looked like he's going to put up a pretty good fight. As a matter of fact, it looks like he could put up a fight against any Sith Lord, any Jedi out there. That's how powerful the Jabberwocky Jedi was. I mean, this show was awful. I mean, you could go back and you could watch it on Disney Plus if you have Disney Plus. Like I said, the first 2 episodes is good. I tried to like this. I tried. It's garbage. It's garbage. I watched it again. Like I said, after I watched it again, I tried to say, let me see if there's some things I missed. Let me look at it again. It's garbage. And the more that on the second watch, I seen more bad things. It just got worse. People clown and talk smack about episode 1, 2, and 3 with the bad actors, the way Anakin was acting, the little kid Anakin, the amount of time that they didn't show much of Darth Maul, all of the fast, super fast lightsaber scenes. Oh my God, episode 1 and Jar Jar Binks, for Christ's sake, Jar Jar Binks. I tell you what, this is worse than that. This is worse than that. There's a lot of people out there who didn't like its own series. I can't even remember his name. Boba Fett. Okay, there was a lot of people who didn't like Boba Fett series. Okay, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I know those other extra kids, those whoever they were were kind of awful. I had no problem with Boba Fett. It was good. It was okay. It was watchable. Ahsoka. It was okay. It was watchable. All right. Obi-Wan's solo series. It was okay. It was watchable. I enjoyed all 3 of those. This was garbage. There is no way that you don't like those, but you like this. This was straight up garbage. And I don't consider myself like a super diehard Star Wars fan, but I am a fan of Star Wars. And I know for sure the diehard fans like my brother Boxing Jedi, this I know he didn't like. This was crap. Awful. Please don't make shows like this anymore. Go back, watch the original series. Watch the 70s series, episode 4, 5, and 6. Watch the cartoons, the Clone Wars cartoons, which is amazing. Go back and watch those. Don't go back and watch this. This is crap. If you haven't watched it, and if you haven't watched it, I'm going to tell you right now, don't waste your time. It is crap. It is garbage. It is bad acting, stupid stereotypes, bad dialogue, some of the worst action scenes. I mean, the way these Jedis was dying was they were easy. Garbage. And then they try to make it seem like this girl Osha or May, whichever one it was, just try to make it seem like they're more powerful than Anakin, than Darth Vader. No, they're not. Erase this story out of the Star Wars canon, because this is garbage. Straight up trash. The worst Star Wars project ever written, ever made. They had a big budget. They wasted their money. And this is pure trash.